This is the exorcism of Roland Doe. Now, on January 15th, 1949, Roland's mother began hearing scratching sounds coming from inside the walls of their home. And the scratching soon became full-on knocking. And Roland's mother, she actually began to believe that maybe their house was haunted. About a week and a half went by and the noises continued. Then Roland's mother told him that his Aunt Harriet had passed away.
Since his aunt's passing, the odd noises seemed to increase in volume and frequency. The noises eventually escalated to physical movements. Things like utensils, plates, and chairs began shifting and spinning across the floor. The family also witnessed vases levitating and flying through the air, and this bizarre activity always seemed to occur when Roland was nearby. One night, Roland went to bed, and his entire bed frame and mattress began to shake violently. The mattress then began pulsing up and down with the headboard banging against the bedroom wall. Later that same night, he woke up to the sound of a screaming voice that sounded less like a human and more like a demon. While in school, some of his classmates even witnessed papers and books flying off his desk, and eventually Roland stopped going to school entirely.
But at this point, Roland's parents are desperate for help, so they reached out to their church and they got in touch with their minister, Reverend Luther Miles Scholes. Then on February 17th, 1949, they arranged for Roland to spend the night at Reverend Scholes' house. But in the middle of the night, the bed began to violently shake. The Reverend ordered Roland to go try to sleep in a large chair on the other side of the room. He then tied Roland down to that chair, and soon after, the chair itself began violently shaking, and it shook so hard that it tipped over backwards and Roland fell to the floor. Then the Reverend set a spare mattress down on the floor beside his own bed, and he ordered Roland to sleep on that mattress on the floor. And sure enough, that mattress on the floor began sliding across the floor on its own. It then moved underneath the Reverend's bed and began violently smashing Roland up into the bed springs. But then he continued to monitor Roland and the activity over the next few days. And for 4 days straight, the Reverend found 3 distinct scratch marks, like the result of a claw scratch across Roland's body after each night. The Reverend kind of figured at this point that this is something worse. So he told Roland and his family, "We might be dealing with full-on demonic possession, and I think it could possibly be possessed by the devil himself." Yeah. This is terrifying.
Yo.